In 2019, it was announced that Ma'a Nonu would be leaving French powerhouse Toulon to join a then relatively unknown American rugby side, the San Diego Legion. At the time, the move seemed bizarre. A two-time Rugby World Cup winner, All Blacks legend, and one of the most destructive centres in world rugby, moving to the United States to play rugby in a league that most of the world didn't even know existed. But that move, strange as it seemed, set off a chain of events that would ignite the rise of a rugby team on the west coast of America. Welcome to Champagne Rugby, and this is the story of the San Diego Legion. The city of San Diego is known for its beaches, sunshine, and laid-back lifestyle, but it's also home to something else, something brewing, something different: rugby. San Diego Legion was one of the founding teams of the Major League Rugby, MLR, which launched in 2018. The MLR is an ambitious attempt to bring professional rugby union to the United States, a country where sports like the NFL and NBA dominate the spotlight. The Legion was founded with the hope of tapping into Southern California's athletic culture, but its rich sporting scene, diverse population, and growing grassroots rugby community, San Diego was a natural home for a rugby franchise. The city had history too. USA Rugby Sevens tournaments and a strong collegiate rugby culture were already part of the local ecosystem. But in 2018, San Diego Legion was just another startup side in a league full of teams trying to survive. In their first season, the Legion showed promise. They finished third in the league and reached the semi-finals, but it was clear they were still laying the foundations. They had a strong squad, featuring a mix of domestic talent and international journeymen, but lacked the firepower and presence to capture mainstream attention. Then came the bombshell. In late 2019, news broke. Ma'a Nonu, the human wrecking ball himself, would be signing with the San Diego Legion for the 2020 season. It was a signing that shocked the rugby world. Nonu wasn't just a fading veteran clinging to the years of his career. No, he had just finished a strong season with Toulon, still playing at an elite level. He had nothing to prove, and yet he chose the MLR. This move wasn't just about rugby, it was symbolic. It told the world that the MLR and San Diego Legion were serious. Nonu's impact was immediate. Not only was he dominant on the field, with his punishing carries and world-class decision-making, but he was a mentor to younger players. He raised the standard, changed the mindset, and gave the Legion an identity. In 2020, with Nonu pulling the strings, the Legion went undefeated in their first 5 matches. They were looking like the best team in the league. And then the 2020 MLR season was cancelled due to the pandemic. The Legion's momentum stalled just as they were taking off. Financial challenges hit teams across the league, and San Diego was no exception. In 2021, the team temporarily relocated to Las Vegas due to stadium issues in California, an upheaval that disrupted their rhythm. They missed the playoffs and questions began to surface. Was the momentum gone for good? But the Legion weren't done. After the pandemic, the San Diego Legion focused on rebuilding both their team and organization. In 2023, they moved into Snapdragon Stadium, a 35,000-seat modern venue shared with other local sports teams. This new home provided a dedicated space for fans and the team to grow. The front office secured sponsorships with local San Diego businesses and enhanced media partnerships, increasing both local broadcasts and global streaming of Legion games. On the field, the Legion played with renewed energy. They finished the regular season with a 15-1 record, the best in Major League Rugby history, and secured the top spot in the Western Conference. They advanced to the championship final, but narrowly lost 25-24 to the New England Free Jacks in a thrilling match. In October 2024, the Legion made history by signing Alejandro Pradillo, making him the first Mexican player in Major League Rugby. This move was bigger than just adding talent. It helped bridge the gap between US rugby and Mexico's growing interest in the sport. With a large Mexican-American population in Southern California and rising interest in rugby south of the border, the signing could attract a new wave of fans. It also opens the door for potential MLR expansion into Mexico, something that would be massive for the league's growth and international appeal. So what makes the San Diego Legion different? First, their identity is clear. They're here to play entertaining, aggressive rugby. The Legion isn't just focused on winning, they're committed to putting on a show. Second, they're deeply embedded in their community. From youth rugby clinics to military partnerships, the Legion proudly represents San Diego, a city with a strong Marine and Navy presence. The San Diego Legion also participates in volunteer work with local military and veteran service organizations. Third, they're fearless. Signing Ma'a Nonu wasn't just a move, it was a statement. Since then, they've continued to attract experienced players, world-class coaches, and have developed high-performance conditioning programs that rival top overseas clubs. The Legion have also leaned into making match day a family-friendly experience. It's not just about the rugby, it's about the atmosphere. Their home games feature music, fiery dance performances, and a lively environment that appeals to fans of all ages. This marks a deliberate departure from the traditionally conservative rugby culture. In addition, the Legion has invested heavily in the digital space. For 5 years, a dedicated camera crew followed the team, capturing their journey from inception. The result was a 2-hour documentary showcasing the heart and soul of the franchise. From a marketing perspective, it's exactly what American rugby needs. Much like the Drive to Survive series that revitalized Formula One, this documentary has the potential to spark new interest and grow the sport's fan base. But it hasn't all been sunshine. Like many MLR teams, San Diego faces challenges: attendance inconsistency, league-wide instability, and a general lack of rugby literacy among the wider public. Competition from bigger leagues remains real. The NFL, NBA, and MLB are juggernauts. People only have so much time, and rugby is still a niche sport in the US. The challenges around attendance have forced the owners to be pragmatic about their situation. In 2025, they returned to the smaller 6,000 capacity Torero Stadium, opting to only play at the 30,000-seater Snapdragon when it's time for the playoffs. There are also concerns around the sustainability of the league, since no MLR team has turned a profit. But the owners have reiterated that their primary focus now is filling up stadiums.
Definitely. And then if you had, my last question for you, one wish list, and you could put one sort of thing on your wish list that you could choose that would maybe help you in this situation or help grow the game in the States, what would you pick?
To me, the number one thing is getting more fans. We need to double the amount of fans in the stands. We need more eyes on it. We need more opportunity for people to see it, because once you're in, you become an evangelist. And once you're in, you're all the way in. So,
amen to that, Ryan. Thank you.
In March 2025, Ma'a Nonu became part of the San Diego Legion's ownership group. After leading on the field, he now helps shape the club's future off it. This move has been likened to David Beckham's transition in Major League Soccer, where his involvement with Inter Miami helped attract global football talent to the US. The hope is that Nonu's association with the Legion will similarly elevate the club's profile in the rugby world and attract top-tier talent. From a bold signing in 2019 to becoming a cornerstone of American rugby, the San Diego Legion's journey is a testament to ambition and resilience. With Ma'a Nonu now part of the ownership group, the Legion isn't just building a team, they're shaping the future of the sport in the US. In a landscape dominated by the NFL, NBA, MLS, and NHL, the Legion offers something different, a blend of global rugby excellence and local passion. If you're inspired by this story and want to follow the rise of rugby in America, subscribe to Champagne Rugby. Stay updated on the Legion's journey and be part of a community that celebrates the game's growth.